From Kevin Costner taking on his most ambitious film project yet, to Breckin Merrill starring as the lead in his first movie. These are the next big projects you'll find the cast of Yellowstone working on. The next big thing for Kevin Costner is a 4-movie series. And yes, it's a Western. The Dutton family patriarch is all but done with the Yellowstone Ranch. In fact, his movie Horizon is also one of the reasons behind his exit from the show. But here's the kicker. He's not just acting in the movie, he's also directing, producing, and co-writing it. Talk about a multi-talented guy. The film is set in the pre- and post-American Civil War era, but of epic proportions. It follows the expansion of the American West. If the cast is any indication, this is going to be one epic ride. We've got Sienna Miller, Sam Worthington, Luke Wilson, and Jamie Campbell Bower, who you might recognize as Vecna from Stranger Things, on board for confirmed roles. Filming for Horizon kicked off in August 2022 in Utah, and from what we've heard, it's already wrapped up. Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema will be handling the distribution, so you can expect a wide release for all the eager fans out there. But here's the cool part. It isn't just one standalone movie. Costner is already hard at work on the second installment, which started production in May 2023, also in Utah. He's planning to make a total of 4 movies in the series, and hopes to cast over 170 speaking roles. That's some serious dedication. But it seems that the actor's personal life is going through a rough patch. His wife, Christine Baumgartner, filed for divorce after 18 years of marriage in May 2023, citing irreconcilable differences as the reason behind their decision to part ways. This was confirmed by Costner's representative, who asked for privacy for the family as they navigate this difficult time. But you should know that Costner has been married twice before. His first divorce was one of the most expensive ones in Hollywood at the time. There were rumors that he had cheated on his then-wife. As for the recent divorce rumors, there's talk of Costner being unfaithful again, but his rep says they're completely baseless. It appears that Costner is eager to save his marriage and would take Christine back in a heartbeat. One solid rumor says that he got someone from the Yellowstone team pregnant. But his wife shared some insight into her reasons for filing for divorce. According to an unnamed source, she wasn't exactly thrilled with Kevin's work schedule. Christine wanted them to spend more time at their Santa Barbara home. With Kevin's busy filming schedule, he wasn't around as much as she had hoped, since Kevin was heavily invested in the Horizon movies. Production took place in southern Utah from August to November 2022, and while Kevin was passionate about it, his wife wasn't exactly thrilled with the time he dedicated to it. This is one of the reasons why Kevin decided to exit the show altogether, because the 5th season will be Yellowstone's final. But don't worry, the show's universe is expanding at breakneck speed. There are prequels and sequels in the works, and the most anticipated one is 4/6. If it is the sequel to Yellowstone, we should expect to see it sometime in December 2023 or even early 2024. The official synopsis for the show doesn't give much away about the plot, except that this ranch is a wild, wild place where cowboys are born and the finest cattle are raised. I guess we'll take that for now. But there's still no confirmation on which of our Yellowstone favorites will make the transition to the sequel. At this point, we can make an educated guess, but we can't say for sure. There is something I do know for sure, though. As Costner navigates this complicated time in his life, the rest of the Yellowstone cast continues to make more movies and TV shows. Kelly Riley, who plays Costner's daughter Beth, is back in the movies. The English actress is all set to star in a horror thriller based on a book by Agatha Christie called Halloween Party. It's called A Haunting in Venice and is all set to premiere on September 16, 2023. It's a sequel to Murder on the Orient Express from 2017 and Death on the Nile from 2022. I guess this is the one that ends the series. Riley plays the role of Rowena Drake. Let's just say she's the bad guy. Not the main one, but you get the idea. The movie also has big names like Michelle Yeoh, Tina Fey, and Jude Hill in the cast. Riley is also working on another project that will be exclusive to Paramount+. It's called Little Wing and is a coming-of-age drama. It revolves around a 13-year-old girl named Caitlin, who is going through a tough time because of her parents' divorce and the impending loss of her home. She finds herself drawn into the fascinating world of pigeon racing and sees this as an opportunity to solve her family's financial struggles. So she hatches a plan to steal a valuable bird. Instead of carrying out her original intentions, she forms a deep connection with this bird's owner, who helps nurture her passion for the sport. Kelly Reilly will take on the role of Caitlin's mother. Others on the cast include Brian Cox and Che Tafari, while the movie is directed by Dean Israelite and written by John Gattens. Meanwhile, Reilly's co-star Kelsey Aspel is also heading the horror thriller way. And honestly, this one sounds pretty chilling. She's set to star in an upcoming horror film called Don't Move, and it's got a pretty impressive team behind it. The movie will be produced by none other than Sam Raimi, the mastermind behind Evil Dead. Exciting, right? According to The Hollywood Reporter, Finn Wittrock will join Kelsey Aspel, who has made waves in American Horror Story and Ratched. Directed by Adam Schindler and Brian Netto, Don't Move tells the chilling story of a woman grappling with grief, only to be targeted by a serial killer. Things take a terrifying turn when the killer injects her with a paralyzing agent, leaving her with a limited amount of time before her body shuts down completely. She must fight back with everything she's got to stay alive. Talk about intense! Both Schindler and Netto said that they were super excited about having Kelsey on board and are just in awe of her talent in the genre. But not everyone from Yellowstone is headed to the movies. Some are headed for voiceovers. Cole Hauser is the voice of Coors. You heard that right. The actor's next gig is as the voice of the beer company. In a recent Instagram video, the actor sounded pretty excited about being the voice of the Coors Banquet 50th anniversary campaign. At this point, I'm not sure if this was just a voiceover gig or if Hauser has landed the job of spokesperson for the company, but it doesn't seem like he has any acting gigs lined up. The 5th season of Yellowstone is expected to end in November or December 2023, and so far there's no news of what he'll be doing after that. That said, there is a confirmed Yellowstone spin-off coming to Paramount Plus soon. It's going to be called 4 Sixes and is rumored to have Matthew McConaughey in the lead role. It's possible that Hauser is keeping his acting schedule open for that one, because once this ends, all eyes will be on the sequel. Generally speaking, things aren't looking too great for Hauser right now. He had a movie release in March 2023 called The Ritual Killer, which all but crashed. Even Morgan Freeman couldn't save it. Hauser starred as a detective who can't cope with the loss of his daughter and goes on a bit of a wild goose chase to find a serial killer. The only person who can help him is Freeman's character, Dr. Mackles. Let's just say the movie managed a 2.9 IMDb rating and leave it at that. Unlike Hauser, I hope Breckin Merrill's odds turn out to be better, because he's all set to star in his very first movie. After 5 years of starring in one of the most successful TV shows, he's finally landed a leading role on the silver screen. It's called We All Got Up to Dance, and Merrill is given the top billing, which is pretty huge so early on in his acting career. His character is called Emmett LeClaire, a rebellious teenager. The movie is set against the backdrop of the Vietnam War in Bremerton, Washington, a Navy town. According to the IMDb description, the film explores various facets of Emmett's journey, including a subplot involving Emmett's cousin, who is on leave from Vietnam to visit his sick mother in the hospital. It seems like the movie is going to be a mix of comedy and deeper, darker themes, creating a complex narrative. It kind of reminds me of The Wonder Years. But coming back to Yellowstone, the speculation is over. The iconic show is finally ending. So, from Breckin Merrill starring as the lead in his first movie, to Kevin Costner putting everything into his epic Western project. These were the next big things the cast of Yellowstone is involved in.